Columbus, Ohio, in the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Ohio State's offense will get first crack at it today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools.
Going for a big play right off the bat. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Has the first down marker and still running. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the move, it's Donaldson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The give on the inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. So Rutgers offense has the ball for the 1st time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance to get out.
The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be their 1st punt of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. The give out of the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Peoples. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Finds his man, it's Tate. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Back's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? He wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Snagged in the middle. It's strong. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. Can't get him to the ground. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's strong. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's caught. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they got a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Sayed. Grabbed in the middle, it's Peoples. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the heat. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. At the 40, there he goes. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. And the Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's second and long. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Sayed. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Peoples. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we're going to go have some fun.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. He's got it down the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the ground game. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. Touchdown, Ohio State. Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon. You got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Crosses the 30. Turning it on. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. The end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
There on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season, but this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Here's the pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Give to the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Caught close to the marker. It's Graham. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds his big tight end. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Sayin. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
And when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. The snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. This time it's complete. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Finds his tight end. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Campbell. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. They'll go back to the ground. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rutgers.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas is in front. They've played awfully well today in DKR. And while there's no Ricky Williams or Earl Campbell out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 4 over Arkansas. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got a step and just dusted the field. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man, it's Duck. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's St. Clair. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He rifles one deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Finds a spot in the middle.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Graham.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Thurman. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So an 82-yard drive there, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. The #1 job for the return team, get good field position. But it's much better if you just score, which he did from 90 yards out. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.